Good evening. My name is Tu Anh, and can you tell me your full name, please?
Yeah, my name is Hiếu.
And where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Let's move on to the first set of the question. Let's talk about outer space. Um, are you interested in outer space or astronomy?
Astronomy. Yeah, I used to be interested in that. I remember when I was a kid, I was watching a lot of movies about different planets, like people, Americans, attempting to go on the moon, and that was one of the greatest achievements in the history of mankind.
Uh, um, would you like to travel into space in the future?
Yeah, that would be very cool, huh? Traveling to a completely new planet, see how the life would be in there. But realistically, I feel like it could be very dangerous. Like a lot of things could go wrong. Especially, we're going for such a long distance, and just a minor technological miscalculation, and then you die basically.
Uh, do you learn about stars and planets at school?
I wish I had, but schools in Vietnam often pay more attention to math, English, and literature. They don't care much about like space and stars because they feel like they're not expecting students to follow a career to become an astronaut. That seems very far-fetched.
And the final question, do you think it is important for government to spend money on space exploration?
I mean, sure, it is important because today Earth is running out of resources, right? We're extracting a lot of oil from the ground, and eventually, at some point, that will become depleted. And we're going to need to go to different planets to explore and to see if they have any of other resources left. But at the same time, I do feel like there are aspects in life that the government needs to pay attention to. So maybe education, right? They need to make sure that all children have a chance to go to school and become educated and hopefully get a good job, a well paid job in the future.
So let's move on to the part two question. Uh, the question is, describe a dream you have had, and you have 1 minute to prepare, and you must speak for 2 minutes.
Okay, so can I start?
Yes.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk about one of my dreams, which is to study abroad. Okay, so at around maybe the summer of 2013, I and my mom had a plan for me to study in America. Okay, America at the time, I guess it still is, considered to be a country with the most modern education. Okay, and every student would be extremely lucky to have a chance to enjoy or to study in a place like that. But studying there was not easy. In order to be accepted into a place at the university, you would need at least a 6 in IELTS, and that was their English requirement. But the thing is, at the time, my English level was very poor. Okay, I was not paying attention to the English language at the time. I was, spending most of my days just playing video games and studying math and physics at school. But I had a deadline. Okay, and for a duration of 6 months, I was required to study English intensively so that I could get that score. And eventually, day and night, I was watching a lot of movies in English and then studying with a tutor to help me improve my writing and speaking in the morning and also another session in the afternoon. And finally, I got it. Okay? I finally got accepted into a college and I was extremely happy. Yeah. although I realize that studying abroad can be a challenging task ahead, but I was, ready for it. And is that 2 minutes?
We have been talking about a dream you remember, and I would like to discuss with you one or two more general questions related to this. Let's consider first the importance of dreams.
Hmm.
Um, Firstly, do you think that dreams have any practical meaning, or are they just a random thoughts?
Mm. Well, I feel like most of the time, dreams are just originated from our fears. So in real life, maybe you have a fear of something, then eventually you end up having a nightmare just about something related to it. Okay? So let me give you an example. Yeah? Let's say you have a job interview coming up, and you're afraid that, okay, maybe I may not get the job because I may not be able to perform well during that interview. Some of the questions that you give, or answers that you give, I should say, not really relevant. Okay, and you're not able to express some of the strong points that you have. Yeah, and then probably at the end of the day, when you go to bed, you start dreaming about, failures, having an accident or even a traffic accident, something unfortunate. Yeah, and I feel like that's the correlation between real life events and dreams.
Let's move on to the next question. Some people think that dream can help us solve problems we have in our daily life. And what is your opinion on that?
Mm, yeah, I feel like dreams can serve as a warning sign of what to come. So I guess whenever you dream of a nightmare, then you should be a little bit careful when you walk out the door. Yeah. Let's say in my case, and in many other people's cases, they have dreamt of being drowned in the river or something. Hmm? So I guess, yeah, if that is the summer holiday, then you have a chance to go to the beach. This doesn't hurt if you are extra careful, right? Maybe wearing a float, a life vest, to make sure that nothing bad can ever happen. Then, I mean, it's a good idea.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test. Goodbye.